President Trump was seen on the national television talking about penalizing the countries that they want to abandon using the US dollars when it comes to trading. Brics was formed 6 June 2009, and they have been in existence for almost plus minus 15 years, and they were not a threat by then. So they were not a threat by then. And just of recent, last year, they had a summit, or they held a summit in South Africa, where they have welcomed powerful countries in the group. And they make it officially January 1st, 2024. And it's only one country that pull out from the one that were admitted, and which is Argentina. So the founding member of BRICS are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and later South Africa came to join in 2010, and they were 5. But they were not posing any threat to the G20 or G7. So they were just there minding their business or strategizing on how to realize their goal and their aim for their group. But the main reason is that they wanted to use their own currency when they are trading among themselves. It was not a big threat then because there were just 5. Because some of the BRICS countries also, they are part of G20s. And last year, the group, they held their meeting they held their summit in South Africa, and they happened to admit these powerful countries on the block. So in Africa, we have 2, Ethiopia and Egypt. We have Saudi Arabia, we have United Arab Emirates, we have Iran, and Argentina pull out on the last minute. So now the group, they started to strengthen their trade, and now and then, and China and Russia, they are the ones that are on the forefront to make sure that they get away or they get lead of US dollars. So because their aim and objective of their blocks is to trade among themselves. And they cannot trade among themselves without using their own currency or without using their own local currency. And that agenda is the one that makes now the American to be angry so bad. Especially President Trump, who came out to say he cannot allow people or countries to just dish away their currency, because that was a standard. So the Americans were known to be superpowers, because most of the countries, when they were trading among themselves, they were using US dollars. And in that way, they were strengthening the American economy. But now, people are dishing out. So the more BRICS is expanding their blocks, the more countries they are being accepted into the blocks, the more the US dollars is being weakened. They are weakening this currency. That's why President Trump doesn't want to lose their revolutionary, because that is a revolutionary. They cannot lose their superpower. If President Trump happened to be elected, he is going to go one by one to make sure that he punished or he give penalty or he sanction those countries that they want to get rid of the US dollars. It cannot be done. America must continue to be the superpowers in the entire world. Even neither, maybe China will not come. So the threat came because of the Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates admitted in the blocks. And we know these countries that they are very powerful. They are major oil producers. in their region and also in the entire world, and they are good. That's why now anything Brics countries or the blocs trying to come up with, then they are going to counterattack. So they are going to counterattack. But with these countries going to use their own currency, I don't think that will be a problem, because if Russia want to trade with South Africa, Russia have to use the South African rand. And if South Africa want to trade with Russia, so they have to use the Russian's currency, or the Chinese yen, or the Indian rupees. So in that way, these countries, they are strengthening their economy. And the advantage when it comes to African continent is that if more countries join BRICS, the economy of the continent is going to be strengthened. So imagine South Africa, Namibia join, Zimbabwe join, Kenya join, Tanzania join, Ghana join, Nigeria joins. Obviously, we have 2 on the continent now. Imagine if they join and they started to trade among themselves. Before the Vision 2063 or 2064, Africa will be somewhere where the Western countries, they are going to start respecting the continent, because the currency, the economy is stable. The economy is stable on the continent. And that's why now a lot of countries, especially African countries, they want to join. They want to join and be part of the bloc. BRICS is convincing other developing countries to start dishing out the US dollars so that they can start using their own currency when it's come to global trading. And also BRICS is strengthening their currency, or the BRICS member state, they are strengthening their currency by dishing out the US dollars. Or if BRICS member state, they fail to come up with their own currency, but I hope and I believe that they are working out toward that, to start having their own currency. But right now, they are using their own currency. They are using their own local currency, trading among themselves. If President Trump want to come and give or impose sanction when it's come to cross-border transactions, these countries, they already strengthen their own currency or their own economy. And if also their currency is going to be backed with the gold, that will be a nice thing, because as long as they have a lot of gold in their reserve, in that way, the continent is going to be strengthened. So the same way the Russians and the Chinese and the Indian, they are strengthening their economy, Africa is also growing up. They'll also start to grow up in their economy. Thank you so much for watching. If you have watched up to this far, kindly subscribe to the channel, give a video a thumbs up, share the video to your loved ones, and see you on my next one. Bye-bye and bye.